Okay, so I'm here gonna give you a tutorial on how to do a very powerful card trick that really blows the mind of the spectator. And first, I'm gonna give you a performance of how it looks like. So here it is. I'm gonna give the cards a riffle shuffle. Cut. Pharaoh. Alright, so now, there's no order to the deck, as you can see. I just shuffled it. And now I want you to pick a card. I'm going to make a fan. And I want you to pick a card, so let's say spectator picks this card. And I'm going to show you the card. Okay. So they picked that card, right? Now I'm going to make 3 piles, right? Like this. Alright, so I want you to place the card on any pile you want. Say spectator wants to put it on this pile. So I'll just take this pile. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make a bunch of piles and random piles. There's no specific order to them. Alright, so now I'm just going to pick up these piles. Okay, so, I know that your card is, even though there's no way I could have ever figured out what your card was, I know that your card was the 9 of diamonds. And so now I'm going to spell it out. N-I-N-E-O-F-D-I-A-M-O-N-T-S. 9 of diamonds. Okay, so we're going to get into the tutorial on how that's done. Okay, so this card trick is, impromptu. You don't need to have any setup to do it. It's very simple, and it has a very powerful effect on your spectators. So what you're going to want to do is, first of all, give it to the spectator, or, if they don't know how to shuffle, you can do it yourself. Just give the cards a few shuffles, whatever you want. Cut. Anything. So then, what we're left with is just a shuffle deck, right? And then you're going to want to do a fan flourish, or anything to spread out the cards and let them pick a card. So you approach your spectator. I'm going to leave a link in the description for my tutorial on the fan flourish. And they're going to take a card, say it's this card. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to flip it up. It's the Queen of Hearts. So they pick the Queen of Hearts, right? But they're holding it face down. And they don't, there's no way I can know right now, but what you want to do is really quickly, while they're looking at their card, look at the bottom card of the deck. Okay, so it's the 3 spades. This is your locator card. And with your locator card, you're going to use it to eventually find their card in the deck. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to ask them to, you're just going to tell them that you're going to make 3 piles, right? So, random pile, and pile with the locator card. And then they're going to say, you're going to tell them to put their card on any of these piles at the top. So, let's say they want to put it here. Right? So you're going to take the pile that they put it on, take the pile with your locator card. So you have to keep a track on it, right? Take the pile with their locator card, with your locator card, and then slap it up. So what you're going to have is their card, your locator card, followed by their card. And then you could just take this pile, put it wherever, top or bottom, doesn't really matter. And now you're going to tell them that you're going to make random piles, right? So you don't know what their card is yet, and you're just going to make random piles. Anything, right? Boom. Alright, so you got to the 3 of spade, right? So when you put your locator card down, this is kind of a bad example because it's by itself, but when you put their locator card down, you're going to put down the next card. The next card is always going to be their card, right? So you're going to put it down in the next pile and quickly start stacking cards on top of it, real quick. Maybe come back to that locator card if there's 2 little cards and put it down. So they pick the Queen of Hearts, right? So with the next pile, what you're going to want to do is spell out their card. So Q, U, E, E, N, O, F. And then you could make, like, pretend that you're shuffling it around and be like, so it's Q, U, E, E, N, O, F, alright? And then be like, right? And then H, E, A, R, T, S. So what you have here is, you know, just a spelled out pile with like the spelling of their card, and you have a pile where their card is on bottom, right? So you're gonna tell them that you're just gonna, well, you don't need to tell them, but you're just gonna pick all the cards up, right? You're gonna be like, okay, so first you pick up the pile where their card's at, and pick up the pile where the spelling's at. So you're gonna slap the pile where their card is at under the spelling. So it's gonna be like this, and you know, it should be the spelling with their card right on the bottom. And then you're just gonna pick up the piles and just place them. Doesn't matter, just place, as long as you don't put it on top of the spelling. Make sure that the spelling is not disturbed. Okay, so then we're gonna spell it out now. You're gonna say, okay, so just by looking into your eyes, just by reading your palm, you know, you could make an effect where you read their palm, or whatever. You're gonna tell them that you know that their card is the Queen of Hearts. So you're gonna say Q, U, E, E, N, O, F, H, E, A, R, T, S. And then you're gonna show them, bam, Queen of Hearts. And you know, when you tell them that it's their, like, what their card is, they're gonna be like mind blown. They're gonna say, how did you do that? You know, they're just gonna like question you, whatever, think you're like voodoo or whatever. But and then they're already mind blown. Just putting the spelling down adds to the effect, and they're just gonna be like completely stunned, right? So that's basically how it's done, and it's pretty easy, very simple, you know, impromptu. And it's one of my favorite card tricks that I like to do because it's very easy. But I'm gonna teach you another situation where, let's say your locator card's right here, right? Random pile, and then your locator card pile. So what if they, for some reason, decide to put their card on top of the locator pile? Right? When they first did this, I was very confused. Like, what am I supposed to do? Because I can't, like, somehow just put their card on the bottom. So what you want to do in this situation is say that, okay, you know, you put your card on top of the pile, now I'm going to give them a little mix. So you're going to want to cut the first pile, cut the second pile, and cut the third pile. It's like this, right? So now what you have here is my locator card and their card. So it's back where it's supposed to be, right? So just to avoid any confusion, I didn't get it until my friend told me, and now you're gonna want to just, you know, put it however you want, and then continue with the rest of the trick, and it should be very easy from then on. And that's basically it. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.